What is good with it, YouTube? It is your boy, Sean Rock Tutter, represent Mandatory Thrive, because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive, and I am back again with another video. And in this video, I would like to talk about willpower, right? Like, what separates people who do amazing things from people who do nothing, or people who do ordinary things? It's not really much. It's willpower. Talent doesn't separate them. Looks doesn't separate them. Education doesn't separate them. What separates them is willpower. Funny story. So, when I was younger, I played football. I don't know why I played football. I just played football. I think I was naturally just an athletic guy all around. I always knew how to flip. I always know how to hoop. I always know how to do athletic stuff. However, I wasn't really passionate about it per se, but I didn't know that until I got older. But anyways, I played football. I was passionate about football, however, but I didn't have a killer instinct really, because I lacked confidence, right? So I knew I could run the ball probably better than a lot of players. I knew I was stronger than a lot of players. However, I lacked confidence and killer instinct. So I'll never forget, there was a guy who was on my team who was not as strong as me. He wasn't as genetically gifted as me because I was always a little more stocky built. Even when I was skinny, I had muscle mass on me. So he didn't have the genetic. He was a tall, lanky kid, so it was fairly easy to tackle him, you know, and because he was lighter. And coach said, we're gonna do some run-ins. So, you know, run-ins is basically where you would line two guys up and one will have the ball and the other would have to tackle, right? And tackle the one person with the ball. And me and this kid lined up. Now I knew I could take this kid down. I knew in my heart that I could take this kid down. But as we lined up, we were looking at each other, eyes to eyes. And what I seen in his eyes, was that he was willing to die. He was willing to die before I took him down. He wanted it so bad. If I was going to take that moment from him and be the best player on that team, I was going to have to literally take it from him. So we clashed. Boom. I don't really think either one of us really had the upper hand in the clash. I think we just both kind of went down. However, mentally, the willpower, this kid had the upper hand. He wanted it. And that's why he was the best player on the team. And let's just say he didn't become the best player because he just wasn't the best player. He was the best player that he could ever become. Ever. Simple. Willpower. Drive. Determination. Motivation. Sickening work ethic. Beast mode mentality. He was driven. He cared about this. Was his life. So no matter how much I possess, skill I possess, no matter how much natural ability I possess that the coaches know that I had, I did not want it. I was not driven, and he was. And that's why he was the key guy. You have to find that inner will in yourself as something that you love and something that you're passionate about, and build around that. And don't let nothing in your rearview mirror stop you from being on a parallel path and focusing with that willpower. Push through to the end. Be determined. This is a separating factor. Willpower. This separates the mediocre from the majors. You get what I'm saying? It separates us from them. Because you have to want it. And when it comes to this fitness thing, there's nothing more humbling than being on the ground in pain, grueling pain from doing push-ups or push-ups with weight on your back or bench pressing when you just want to quit. You want to give up. And then you know you're going to go home and eat something that's plain because you're pushing through. That takes willpower. You got to want it. The Pursuit of Happiness is a great example. It's not what you got. It's what you got. It's not what you got. That's why I like minimalist mindsets, because when you learn how to use bare minimum, you're going to be light years above everybody if you have the tools of everything. So work on your willpower, push through, keep going, keep being determined, keep fighting for your dreams. It's going to happen. All you got to do is just keep going. And it ain't about being the best. It's about pushing yourself to be the best. And if you just so happen to come up at second place or third place or fourth place, just remember, if you don't push out the best that you could be, if you were end up at second place with the best effort that you got, you probably would have ended up at fifth place with the half effort. Because when I was on that football team, I was giving half effort. Okay? So I got half effort results. Blood, sweat, and tears. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great, don't stop. It's your boy Sean Rock Tiller, and I'm out. Peace.